Hello, Facebook world. This is Katie Max with Get Your Glow On, and I'm here on Mastery Monday. And today I want to talk about fear. And I want to talk about how fear really has an incredible impact on our life, right? And I really want to support all of you in stepping out of your fear. Hey, Shelby. Oh, Lisa. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So good to see you. Okay, so how I really want to support you in stepping out of your fear, because your fear stops you from getting to where you want to go. You know, you've been hearing me talk. Hey, Fariba. So you've been hearing me talk about focusing on what it is that you want, and you've been hearing me talk about setting intention. You know, but fear so often gets in our way, and we make up so many stories about what could go wrong or why you can't do what you want to do, or you are justifying not doing it with stories that support your beliefs that you are not going to get to where you want to go. And I want to say you can change all of that. You know, fear is the opposite, and you've heard this, of love, right? And when we step into a glowing space, growing, loving, opening, and willing, there is a different willingness to step through fear. So today I want to share a little bit about my story of how I have moved through fear, because I think it's so important that you all move through whatever fear you're experiencing to get to the other side. The other piece I want to say is that fear pops up all the time, right? So I experience fear, and then I need to stop and say, wait a minute, what is it that I really want? Am I willing to let fear stop me? Or am I willing to really see what it is that I want? What's my dream? How do I get to my dream? So many years ago, I was in real estate. I had a real estate career that I really couldn't stand. I was really, really good at it, and I made more money than I ever did, and I felt like, oh my God, I finally really fit in because I'm living the American dream. I'm making money. I bought a house, and I got to tell you, I was more depressed than I have ever been in my life. I hit a wall like I have never hit. And the conversations that I had in my head that kept me stuck, that kept me in real estate for 10 years, were conversations that were so limiting. So I'm going to share what they were. I don't have the skills to do anything else. I'm not enough. I'm getting older. So if I wanted to transfer these skills, where could I transfer them? I really don't see how I can do that, right? Nobody's going to want me. I'm not enough. Simply, I'm not enough. I should have gotten a master's degree. I should have gotten a PhD. I should have done all these things. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? And I got to tell you, it was just keeping me stuck and digging me into a deeper hole of fear and anxiety that this is all that life had to offer. I really was the quintessential victim, right? I felt so victimized by my circumstances. I forgot that I actually was responsible for my circumstances. Or actually, let me shift that. I was responsible for how I deal with what was coming up, right? Because sometimes circumstances are truly out of our control, but how do you deal with it, right? So finally, I just want to share with you, I got in so much pain. I mean, agonizing pain in my depression, that I finally surrendered. I finally was like, I can't do this anymore. Either I'm going to have to kill myself, or I don't even know what the options are, but I am so miserable. And I couldn't even talk to my friends about it because they were like, Katie, then do something about it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't think I can do anything because I'm not enough, right? So, hey, Michael Ehrenberg, oh my God, and Nadja, Bruce, oh my God, this is so great to see everybody. I'm so excited that you're here with me. So Anyway, so the day that I surrendered and said, I cannot go on, I can't go on with my life. And by the way, I just want to share with you that I had an image that I projected to the world that I had it all together. And people were saying, oh my God, look at her. She's so successful. She's got it all together. She's got a great sense of humor. And it was all a cover for my pain. So when I shut my door at night, I felt like the biggest fraud, because what I was projecting to the world was not what I was experiencing in my life. Right. So anyway, when I got in enough pain, I started to reach out to people that I knew from the training world because I was a leadership trainer for many years. And I started to reach out to them and I started, going to different trainings. And one of my dearest friends, his name's Dan Tocchini. So Dan, if you're listening, mwah, I love you. I went to one of his trainings and he actually said to me, where are you? Like, where are you? I don't even experience you the way I know you to be. And that's where I was. That was the feedback I got. So I continued to work on myself and I continued to seek where I could land and where I could contribute. And I needed some time and space to be able to let it come to me, right? I was so busy that I didn't have any space in my world for perspective or to really dream about what it is that I wanted. I kept myself so busy because somewhere that fed into my story that I can't have what I want. So if you experience any of this, will you share? Will you just share? Yes, I've experienced this. And what is my dream? Share it, because let me tell you, your dream is so important. It is so important. And it's so important that you honor your dream and be willing to move through your fear, right? So finally, I ended up getting certified as a relationship coach, and it was the best thing I have ever done. And from there, I was willing to start Get Your Glow On. And I got to tell you, it was not an easy path. It was just a very deep commitment to move through all the conversations that were floating around in this dangerous neighborhood so that I could get to where I wanted to go. And even with the self-doubt and even with the fear, my dream was bigger than that, right? And that's why it's so important for you to be in touch with your dreams, because our dreams actually are bigger than fear, just like love is bigger than fear, right? And what I got in touch with is that I want to impact your life. I want to make an impact in this world. I want to change things because look at the condition of the world, people. We are really in a lot of transition. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of crap going on all around the world. There's a lot of division, and that perpetuates the fear and anxiety of the other, right? Of other people that look different, other people that sound different. I mean, we just are at this stage where we have forgotten how much we have in common. That's what fear does, okay? So I just want to encourage you to move through your fear, to have it and do it anyway. It is so important. Liz Gilbert wrote a book called Big Magic, and she tells a story in it which is so brilliant, and I want to share it with you because fear will be with us, but it's really a matter of being in touch with your dream so that you can push through it. So what Liz was talking about was being really fearful about writing this book. And so she just says this, she goes through this process and she says, fear and doubt, get in the back seat because I'm driving this, right? I'm driving. And let me tell you, fear and doubt, you aren't allowed to divert where I'm headed. You're not allowed to do that. And by the way, you're really not allowed to speak. You can be there, but you need to be quiet. Oh, and by the way, you aren't allowed to touch the radio station, right? Because I'm driving and I make the choices where we're headed and I listen to the music I want to listen to. And it's such a profound story, right? Like fear will be there, but go for it anyway. I would so love for you to write what it is that you dream of, because the more you focus on that, the more you're going to move towards that. The more we focus on fear, the more we move towards that. It's how energy goes. Energy goes where energy flows, right? Like that's what we focus on, whatever that is. So when I'm up against stuff and I get really fearful because I have fear every day, I stop, I slow down and I say, what is it that you want, Katie? And sometimes I meditate and I close my eyes and I remember I am here to impact the world in the most positive way I can. And I am here to uplift the lives of others because together we can make such a difference. And I trust that if all of us are willing to wake up to who we really are and what our gifts are, we will change the world together. If we stay in fear and we don't tap into our special gifts, things will remain the same. And I want things to be different. I want us to transform our lives so that we uplift all of humanity and we change things from fearful to love. Fear, love. And I choose love. So what do you choose? Why don't you write it down here? Oh, Dominic, Keith. Oh my God, Keith. Oh my God, this is so exciting. So it's so much fun doing this because I get to see people from my past, people in England, people from all over the place. It's just so exciting. So, even with Facebook Live, I'm going to go back to one more thing about fear. I was so fearful about doing Facebook Live. I thought these were the conversations going on in my mind. People are going to judge me. I don't really have enough to say. I'm not enough. That not enoughness really comes up a lot, right? Once I decided to do Facebook Live and put a stake in the ground and say, this is my commitment, and I shared it with all of you, I have been live every Monday and every Thursday. And I got to tell you, it's one of the most joyous things I can do because I get to see all of you and I get to hopefully uplift your life so that you can move through whatever blocks are in your way. And that's my commitment. So I'm so grateful I moved through the fear because if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this. And, maybe there just would be more negativity on Facebook, right? So there you have it. I send my love to you. I send many blessings, so much love and encouragement for you to move through whatever is in your way and let your dreams and what you want win. Please let yourself dream and step into the very best version of you. And if you want any support from me, you know where to find me. You can write me here, or you can call me or contact me because I would love to support you in living the life that you absolutely dream of. Thank you for being here. Much love and many blessings. Mwah! I will see you on Thursday for Transformative Thursday. And in the meantime, feel free to reach out. Much love.